The series Hewelios, sometimes also referred to by the ship's full name, Jan Hewelios, is a highly anticipated new Netflix production originating from Poland. What is crucial to understand in summarizing this series is that it is not pure fiction. It is a disaster drama based on one of the greatest maritime tragedies in Poland's recent history. Here is a detailed summary of what the series is about, based on the real event that forms its main plot. The context. The true story of the sinking, the plot of Hewelios is centered on the tragic sinking of the ferry MF Jan Hewelios, which occurred on January 14, 1993. On that day, the ship, which was carrying passengers, trucks, and crew members, left the port of Świnoujście, Poland, bound for Ystad, Sweden. It found itself caught in an exceptionally violent storm on the Baltic Sea, with winds reaching hurricane force, over 160 km/h or 100 mm, and waves several meters high. In the middle of the night, under extreme conditions, the ship began to experience serious stability problems, likely due to improperly secured trucks shifting, and eventually capsized before sinking. The toll was heavy. 55 people lost their lives, crew members and passengers. Only 9 people survived. The series plot. What to expect, since the series is a disaster drama, it will not focus solely on the moment of the sinking. The summary of the series plot will likely cover 3 main aspects. 1. The human drama, before and during. The series will undoubtedly take the time to introduce us to the key characters, the crew members, the truck drivers, who made up the majority of the passengers, and their families. We can expect to follow their personal stories before they board, thus creating an emotional attachment before the disaster strikes. 2. The catastrophe, the action. Naturally, a significant part of the series will be dedicated to reconstructing the sinking itself. This will include the crew's desperate struggle to save the ship, the panic on board, and the heroic but often futile rescue attempts in apocalyptic weather conditions. 3. The aftermath, the investigation and grief. This is where the series will draw its dramatic depth. After the sinking, a long and controversial investigation took place to determine the causes of the accident. There were questions about the actual condition of the ship. Was it seaworthy? The decisions made by the crew and the ferry owners. The handling of the crisis and the victims' families. The series will therefore very likely explore the grief of the families, their search for truth and justice, and the legal and media battle that followed the tragedy. The production team, a sign of quality. To give you an idea of the series' tone, it is important to note that Hewelios is created by the same team, director and writers, that produced another successful Polish series on Netflix, Wielka Woda, known in English as High Water. High Water told the story of the catastrophic 1997 flood in Poland. That series was acclaimed for its realism, its dramatic tension, and its ability to focus on human dilemmas and systemic flaws in the face of a catastrophe. We can therefore expect Hewelios to adopt the same style, a high-quality production, very well-researched, intense, respectful of the victims, and focused on emotion and human stakes rather than just spectacle. In summary, Hewelios is set to be an intense and moving biographical drama, reconstructing a tragic event that marked Poland, while exploring themes of grief, responsibility, and the search for truth.